Hi. I heard that some people are worried about the future of interactive news, so let's talk about this. I noticed that we started calling all kinds of things interactive, like interactive graphics, maps, slideshows, and one could argue that indeed all of these things are kind of interactive because at least there's a human interacting with a computer and we call this human-computer interaction, so voila, everything is interactive. Others have told me that they describe things as interactive when it takes a bunch of code to create them. So I think it's time to step up our definition of what interactive actually means. So the heart of interactive is the interaction, which Wikipedia describes as two or more objects having a two-way effect upon each other. And in a way, human communication is the best example for a quality interaction. That's kind of the bar that we're setting. So I started thinking what our online interactions would look like if we translate them to the real world. So let's take this long form that is, lets you scroll forever while telling you this fascinating story. Interaction-wise, that's essentially the same as someone talking to you all the time, and all you're supposed to do is to listen and to signal back signs of continuous interest, or take the slider, or the stepper or swiper. Instead of scrolling, you have this next button and you get this series of charts or maps. Essentially, that's the same as the grown-up version of the picture book. It tells you a beautiful story and has nice illustrations, but all you're supposed to do is to turn the page. So, what's more interactive than a slideshow? Well, puzzles, for instance. Puzzles are a nice way to force readers out of the role of news consumers and to make them actually interact with the content. And I don't have time to go into the details of this puzzle, but the reason I'm bringing this up is, or what I think makes this example more interactive than others, is that in the end, readers had to describe the answer in words. And I remember how weird it felt the first time I filled in this text field because I think I didn't know what to write or if the computer would actually understand what I'm writing. And that's what makes this interaction so interesting. The computer trusts me to write words and I had to trust the computer to understand them. And that's essentially the basis of communication. Another example is this one, where we ask readers what they think the correlation between family income and children's college chances would look like. So we gave them an empty chart and asked them to draw a line in it. And isn't this so much more fun than like 99% of what we typically do on news websites? So in the end, we wrote code to interpret the lines, and we could reply or respond with a couple of sentences about the line. And of course, whenever humans interact with computers, they try to be smarter than the computer. But we were prepared. So whenever someone submitted a random line like this one, we replied with humor, which is essentially the same as humans sometimes do when they meet new people and they want to break the ice. So I think interactions are mostly about building relationships. So we interact with people, and if the interaction is fun, they might become friends. And don't we want visitors to become readers and readers to become subscribers and all that? What better way is there than through social interactions? So that's why I was so excited about the new Quartz mobile app that brings you the news in a chat interface. And I was like, that's like texting with your smart journalist buddy. But unfortunately, the only thing that the app trusts me to do is to click that next button or the more button. But the point is, readers can do so much more than just scrolling or clicking on buttons. So they can talk, they can write, they can draw, they can solve puzzles, they can play games. And all we need to do is we need to start trusting them more to do that. And we need to spend some time on interpreting the results so we can respond in a smart way, like in a real two-way conversation. Thank you.